Today we're going to be exploring the Figma Sites interface. This is a new feature and I wanted to do this by myself and something clicked in me. I said it's going to be better for me to share my exploration with you all. So Figma has introduced Figma Sites and it's supposed to allow you to design, prototype and publish your website all within Figma. But before we start exploring the interface, what exactly is Figma Sites? Figma Sites is an all-in-one solution that allows you to design, to build, and to publish responsive websites directly from your Figma workspace. So you will not have to export assets or switch between platforms. So it just is going to help you to seamlessly transition from concepts to a live site all within Figma. Let's break down the standard features. It's promising responsive design. You can use auto layout grids and breakpoints to ensure that your site looks great on any device. It promises interactive prototyping, so you can bring your design to life with the interactive components. If you've been using Figma before and you've created interactive prototypes, this is not new to you. Advanced animation, it also promises AI-powered code generation, and subsequently they are going to be introducing integration with content management systems. I picture this with something like WordPress. Now that is just a rundown of the features. So now that I have an idea of what we are supposed to be expecting to see on Figma, let's dive into the interface. Now this is the first time I'm looking at the interface. I really don't know what's going on here. This is the welcome screen. Design and publish your website all in Figma, and it's a beta. So this beta version means that there is going to be a possibility of bugs. So if it crashes or if something doesn't work the way it's supposed to be, just keep in mind that it's a beta release. Now under we have build responsive interactive sites with ready-made blogs and AI chat. That is another thing, which means that we're expecting to see something like templates that we can just drag and drop, making things easier for us, especially for those who want really quick prototypes. And let's say in the case where you are user experience or user interface designer, you want to share something with the client as fast as possible, this could come in very handy. And everything you need to go from work in progress to ship, no tool switching required. So we're going to hit the get started button. Okay, sorry. Now this is telling me to create a new site. So these are the templates that we were looking forward to. You can explore, you can create a blank site. We are not going to be creating sites from scratch today. We are just exploring the interface. So with this, you can create a new website. We have blank site. We have pre-made templates here. We have read.cv templates. We have simple wording. Okay, these are templates that if you want to use, you can just click on it. I think it already has pre-designed pages. We have those for events. We have landing pages. Well, I think those designs were made by designers from Figma. I don't know, but these are just basics. So if for some reason you need to use this, even if you're not a designer, I think it's going to be easier for you to use something like this. We have landing pages. We have personal websites, and we have portfolio websites so you can display your work, and we have for business websites. I think that we're going to close this for now. I don't want us to create any site. I just want us to explore the interface first. Okay, so this is what the interface looks like. I actually wasn't expecting it to look any different from the other ones, but I can notice that there are some modifications on the panels, the side panels. So we are going to start with the left. We have the title here, still the same spot. We have the collapsible here. We can collapse the sidebars, and we have the first one, which is the file, and under the file we can publish. So I believe that this is going to allow you to publish your site the minute you're done with everything, designing and prototyping. We have the web pages here. We have home, and inside the home we have the layers. We have a plus button now here, and under the plus button you can add blogs and you can add content from your libraries. And for now there is nothing in the library. So for the blogs we have pages. I'm going to click on pages. Or you see it has some pre-designed pages here. Should we test this out? I think we should. So I'm just going to click and see what happens. Okay, It's created a responsive view for the landing page. We have the desktop, we have the tablet and the mobile view. And with this, it looks like we can test this out. I'm just going to click on the preview button and see what happens. Okay, this is what it looks like. Nice, nice, nice. You can see the animation going on. And let's test out the responsiveness. We're going to click on tablets. This is how it looks. So now this doesn't have a header. And we're going to click on mobile and see how it looks. So at least a promise of responsiveness is there. I'm going to go back to the previous page. Okay, now we have that. Let's check out the navigation. Navigation, I'll click on it once. We have different types of navigations here. Header floating, header frosted, and the like. So I wanted to click on this. I'll just still click on it. Okay, so it's just added it at the bottom here. I'm just going to zoom in to see what it has done. Okay, everything has been arranged the way it's supposed to be. We have a top navigation and we have a bottom navigation. So let's see if we can move this up. I'm going to hit my arrow up button. Okay, it takes it up. I'll hit this too so it takes it up. Okay, that looks nice. Are you noticing the changes? So as you moved it up, it also made the changes for the tablet and mobile. So I'm technically building a website using the pre-made blocks. We have hero here. I don't think we'll be needing that. I think we get the idea. You can add different parts or blocks from here to your canvas or to your frames. We have features. We have embeds. So you can embed URL, you can embed YouTube video, you can even embed Google Maps. I'm curious about the Google Maps, so I'm just going to click on it. Okay, this added just to the tablet. Okay, let me delete that and I'm going to select the desktop frame and I'll click again on Google Maps. I don't know why it keeps adding it to, notice I selected the desktop frame, but it just keeps adding it to the tablet. Nevertheless, I'm going to pull this out here. It doesn't want me to pull it out. Okay, so I wanted to see what's there. This with this selected, let's explore our right panel, the design panel. We have the URL, so which means that you need to get the URL of the Google Map you want to embed and you paste it here. Remember, we're not building, we're just exploring the interface. And we have the HTML code. So if you get the HTML code, you can paste the iframe embed code here. I think we are done exploring this part. Let's go to the search. Okay, I think this is going to help define elements within your designs. Either components or whatever it is you need to find. This is going to allow you to find it. This feature is already present. Then we have this. Let me hover over. Make is coming soon. Okay, chat with AI or write code to make designs interactive. So for some reason this is not yet activated, so it's telling me that this is still to come soon, and this is the CMS we're talking about that is still to be activated. I am curious to see how this is going to be implemented, but so far I like what I see. The only glitch I've already found that I don't like is the fact that I was clicking on the main frame of the desktop and it kept on adding the Google Map to the tablet. I don't know why that worked like that, but I will just leave it the way it is. We're going to click on the next one, which is settings. Okay, so here I think we're going to be adding the meta description of your website. And for now it's telling me that my site hasn't been published. I need to add a site here. Let me just call this Jalisa's portfolio. Then you have to add a site description, language, and Google Analytics. Cool, this is nice. You can add a fav icon and social sharing image, and you have custom codes that you can also embed. This is nice. And I think that we've explored the left sidebar. Now we'll just click on the frames to see if there's any additions. For now, the design panel looks the same. It looks like the way I expect it to be with the flow. It has the resizing properties. It has alignment, gaps, and nothing new has been added here. So let's explore this again. Now that we added a navigation, I just want us to explore this to see how it works or how it looks like in the responsive view. So we're on mobile the last time, so this is what the responsive view looks like. I'm going to change to the desktop. This is how it looks. On tablet, this is how it looks, and on mobile, it looks good on all devices. So I think we should explore the toolbar here. So with the toolbar, you can have the move tool, which is what we are using the hand to the scale. The next one is, let's see, a web page. And what is under here, we have section, a web page. So I'm assuming that this web page is this. Okay, yes, it is. Okay, let's just move this. You can create a web page, and under each web page you can add the desktop, you can add a tablet, and you can add mobile, just like what we have here. So we have the landing page that has the desktop, the tablet, and the mobile. And we already versus sections and frames. What is the next one? So the next one is embedding. Okay, so this is where you can embed code, and our AI chat is still coming. And we have the shape, obviously the shape tools, we know this as Figma users. If you are not a Figma user, then you have to watch one of my tutorials where I'm talking about or introducing you to the new Figma interface. So far the interface keeps on getting modified, but we are not talking about the interface today. We have a pen tool and pencil tool. The next one is place image. We have versed with place image tool. The next is the text tool, where you can add text to your frame. The last but one is the comments tool, and the last one is the actions tool. So I've explored our toolbar, and I want to just hit publish just for curiosity's sake. I'm going to hit publish, and it tells me my site title, it tells me my site URL. This is what it's going to look like. Status is not published, and the issues, no issues for now. So I'm just going to hit publish, and we are, oh, it's telling me that my site has been published, and this is the site URL for now. Bundle this, well, that is not URL friendly in any way, right? We're just exploring, we are just trying things out. So you can connect a domain. Okay, oh, that's nice. If I hit connect a domain, I can add my domain here, which means that you can buy a domain name from somewhere else and add it here. Let's cancel. Let's go back to the main Figma file. I wanted to see this. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the link. So you saw as I hit publish, it just added my URL just above the publish button. And I want us to see what it looks like now. It looks blank. I think I know why it looks blank. I think it's because of this. Um, let's see if we can delete it and delete, but it's not the home. Oh, it's telling me to set a new page before deleting. So I think we're going to do this, and I'll just call this home. So I'm just going to come here, hit the settings, and see if I need to change this from here. Honestly, this is not good. I'm supposed to know exactly what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to go to general. I'm just exploring the interface to see if it's going to be easy for me to change things. This is part of user experience, right? I'm trying to see if there's something I missed, because I have to make this my home page in order for it to display, and it's telling me that I need to change it here. Well, it's not here. Let me go back to the main page. So I had to pause for a short while just to explore and find out exactly how I can make my landing page my home page, and I finally found out how to do it. So I thought this was going to be more intuitive. Like if we select this landing page, maybe on the right panel or somewhere else, we're going to have something very evident that you can set this as the home page. But that was not the case. So you have to right click and click on set as home page. And it now sets this as home page. And we are just going to publish this to make sure that it is going to update the site. So that's update, and we're going to test out to see if it has updated the main website. I'll click on this again, and we have a landing page here. This is how it looks. We are going to test out the responsiveness right now still, just because I'm curious. Then we have this. This is for iPhone 14 Pro Max. We can test out another device, Surface Pro 7. This is how it looks. So definitely it works, and you see how there was a little bit of an animation there. Because we talked about interactive prototypes, so I just want us to look at it very fast. And I was especially curious about this section because remember that when we previewed it, it had some sort of an infinite horizontal scrolling. So I want us to see how it looks like. And in order for us to check out the interactivity of these frames, we need to make sure that we go to the interaction section. So I'm going to click on it. It's telling me to select an object to add interaction, so we're not doing that. We are just exploring, and we want to check this out first to see what it has. So we'll click directly on this, and we see that it has an interaction called marquee, and it's showing us a preview of how it's supposed to work. It has infinite, it has speed. I think we can increase the speed, moderate, and we have fast, and you can change the direction of the marquee. So that is something interesting. I think we noticed another animation that was here. I don't know if it's this. Oh yes, it is. So you see the way it tells me that this is a review. So the action here is scrolling. So while you're scrolling, you can add a review to this section. I'll just click on it to see the trigger is in view. So when it's in view, it's going to review this section, and we have different attributes and properties that we can modify. You can fade in, you can scale in bottom, you can slide in top, and exit you can, that's if you wanted to leave, but for now it's just a landing page and it's something that's going to be static the minute it comes in, so you don't need to add an exit, and it's giving you a preview of how it's going to look like. So that is another thing. So just because I'm curious again, I'm going to, let's see, just because I'm curious again, I'm going to add an interaction to this. I've selected here text, and we are going to add an interaction clause, and we have back scroll. We're going to look for the review, and we're going to add a fade in when it's in view. Okay, you see you can change the opacity. There's so many things you can change here. This is beautiful. I love it. We're going to do the same thing here, but we are going to change the review to something else. We're going to try scale in, and let's modify a few things, and we're just playing around with this to see what happens. Then for this we're going to add another interaction, and it's going to be, let's see, let it still be review to keep it simple. We're going to say sliding left, and we're going to modify the properties. We can scale in 1.2. Rotation should be this, and I'm going to give this an ease in and out animation. Now let's test out our prototype to see how it works, or let's test out our interaction, because here we don't have prototype, we're calling it an interaction. I'll hit the play or the preview button, and we're going to go to the desktop view to see what happens. So scroll to the bottom. Oh, you didn't notice it, it changed. So this is how you can add interactions to your websites. So I've explored the interaction tab, and let's do one last thing. We're going to look at the options under the preview section. We have full preview, we have inline preview, which displays the preview within the interface without having to take you to a preview tab, which is good if you want a really quick preview of your animation or of your interaction. And we have the share button that allows you to share your website or your design with your colleagues, your team, or whoever it is you want to share it with. Now that we've had an overview of Figma Sites features and the interface as a whole, I think we can conclude. I like how the interface looks because it's literally Figma. We are used to Figma. I like the fact that they thought of adding a feature like this to enable people who want to literally publish test sites directly from Figma. But I know that in order for you to do this, you will have to learn how to use the tool, and which means that anybody, especially those who are not user experience designers or people who are not used to Figma, will have to definitely watch tutorials or go to somebody to teach them on how to use this tool so that they will become versed with the interface before coming to publish the website. It's going to be advantageous for UI or user experience designer, or let me say designers as a whole, who have a background in design and they want to implement their ideas here, and as well make sure that it's published directly from Figma. So far, the downsides are the things we've noticed already. I had a few issues adding the Google Maps. I had a few issues with the interface, finding the button that allows me to set the another page as my home page, which is very important because if another page is set as a home page and it's not what you want to use as a home page, if you publish it, that is exactly what it's going to be displayed on the actual website. So I look forward to see how this is going to be modified. Remember, this is a beta release, and I think that the actual release is going to have something better than this or more improved features. I also look forward to using the AI chat feature and to using the CMS just because I use WordPress to build websites, and I want to see if it's going to be something that is going to be seamlessly integrated on Figma. Thank you for watching me make a mess of myself trying to understand the Figma interface. I hope that as I've made a mess of myself, it's going to also help you to understand the interface a little bit. Step back, explore, and try to create something exceptional with Figma sites while we look forward to newer and upgraded features on the current Figma sites.